The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close in the sense.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quick release on the RPO. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the... Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to...
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Makes the grab over the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to...
First down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw it. The quick out. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch. He now has over a...
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Wide out in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Now the play fake. Some heat on that completion. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're trying to get to it. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting "Go Blue." We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Edwards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Important second down play coming up. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting up. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Breaks loose at the 15. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline. It's Edwards. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this is all about...
So it's first and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Orji. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Again, it makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Good time here to drop this screen. And
the offense will begin now with excellent field position. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's got a receiver wide open here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
how about the offense here, Dallas?
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Finds his man. Has the first down. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Grab down the middle. It's Morgan.
And give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Back to throw. It's Orji. Looks over the middle and has complete.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside.
First and goal here. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Touchdown, Wolverines. This passing game is on fire today.
Well, here we go, Chris. They get the touchdown, and now it's all about the 2-point play. Which play do you go with? Under a minute to go, and a chance to tie this game up.
And he stops short, doesn't get in, and the defense still holds on to a 2-point lead. Well, that's college football. You're going to have your highs and lows. They had big expectations today, Kirk. They just fall short, couldn't get it done.
Well, Chris, we sat down and talked to them, and you're right. They put a lot into this game. I think they were very confident that they had everything that it took to be able to win this football game. And now they're going to have to put this one behind them, learn from the mistakes, move forward, and still have a great season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of... They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Running with power. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Can't quite make the connection there, might have led him a little too much. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because...
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdown.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there.
A first down for the offense. They go to the end around to start the drive. That will get them thinking. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the...
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To the air, it's Orji. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. It's caught. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The quarterback scrambled around with the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And everybody...
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The offense starts with a short field. He's going to pass. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And the Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, they were trying to work the back.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the...
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw, it's Orji. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs managed. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give to the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This will be the largest group of...
Line gets set, first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And why waste any time? And now on second down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove.
Offense set on first down. Right back to the well. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. He finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless...
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. And he's running in the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still
racing to the right. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Scores around the country. Slippery run, 49.
He leaves it with his back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the route is off. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. To the air, it's Orji. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
A nice job by the Q.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Snagged on the outside, it's Edwards. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds. The Wolverines are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want...
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Smashes through.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the run. At the 45, on his way. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This guy's been special.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Edwards. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense is...
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.